So as we continue this idea of ear training, which is playing what you hear or even hearing what you play, being very aware and conscious of what you play, I wanted to continue this idea with a few nursery rhymes, Christmas carols, hymns, things like that. I'm going to play 5 of them. First, without you being able to see my hands, and then I'm going to see if you can, and then I'll show you my hands so that you can actually double check what you've been doing. Play each one as many times. Don't cheat. Play each one as many times with just the audio where you can't see my hands, and try to figure out how I'm playing this. I am going to tell you which notes I'm on. So every single one of these will be using my hands on C, D, E, F, G on my right hand and B, A, G, F, E on my left hand. It's mostly going to be right hand, C, D, E, F, G. And some of them, like Yankee Doodle, and actually I think it's only Yankee Doodle has, you can't see it, has the left hand in it as well. So first let's start with Hot Cross Buns. This is using just the right hand, so remember, any combination of C, C, D, E, F, G. Okay? Hot Cross Buns. I'm going to do it once a little bit slower. Here it is with the actual piano. So it's going E, D, C. E, D, C. I'm going to repeat C, repeat D, and the same opening part. E, D, C. So I hope you figured it out before you watch this part. If not, make sure that all the rest, you are trying to learn it all by ear. Stop, repeat the part of the video where I'm just playing, where you can't see my hand as often as you need to. Next one, Mary Had a Little Lamb. Again, this one's using just right hand, no left hand. I'm going to play it a little bit slower. Here it is on the piano. So remember, try to figure it out all by ear before you get to this spot. Go back and re-watch the first part where you're just hearing it as often as you need, as many times before you continue and see what I actually play. So then again, it's right hand. We start on an E, just like Hot Cross Buns. And let me actually show you. I should be doing this from the beginning. The keyboard, how it lights up. Again, all right hand, you're just working with 5 notes. One tip that I'll give you, as you're learning all of these, the first thing to do is just hear the first note. It was easy for those because it's just E, okay? In these next ones, I'm gonna play the first note a few times. See if you can name it, right? Say the letter name, play it, write it down. And as you learn all these, write down the letter name that you're doing. Or even if you are comfortable with sheet music, write it on the actual staff. So the next one, Jingle Bells. I'm going to play the first note. First note is this. If you found it, say it out loud. What is it? Try to sing it. Our voice is our real instrument, so if we can sing it, odds are we can find it on the piano. So we start there. Again, this one is just right hand. Okay, this one I won't play it again. I think you can stop it as many times as you need, but you'll be familiar enough to where you can sing it and repeat it. What was the first note? First note was, if you guessed it, E. It was the same as Hot Cross Buns and Mary Had a Little Lamb. Here it is on the piano with the light up, and you can see what notes I'm playing. It starts on E. This one has a few more jumps. We have a lot of skips, and we have skips at the end from F to D. That part might have been confusing as you were working on it by ear. Remember, don't get discouraged. With the next two, they are a little bit harder, so if you need to come back to them at a later time, that's okay. I'm going to start it. Again, we're going to find the starting note and try it. I'm going to go with it slow with it. It's actually a little bit more simple. It sounds tougher, but in my opinion, it's simpler than the others. So here's the first note. See if you can say it, write it down, hum it, anything that helps you solidify what it is. You know what it is? Sing it. Write it down, say it out loud. What letter name is it? Here's Ode to Joy. So that first note, if you notice, it is the same as Hot Cross Buns, Mary Had a Little Lamb, and Jingle Bells. So all four of them are the same. I chose it for that reason, because probably by this point you're thinking, oh, I know what note that is. I have no problem finding it. It's the same that I started with on the other songs. I'm gonna play this song one more time, just to highlight one thing. It is the same melody twice, right? After this, it changes, right? So here it is one more time, and listen for the change. The change is like the last three notes. That was the first ending, and it repeats. It's the same melody. Once you figure it out once, you know it the second time. So that was the second ending. Think through that. The first ending. Second ending. Which one sounds higher to you? Which one has a higher pitch? Right? Is it the first ending? Or the second ending? Here it is on the piano. I'll highlight it now. You should have heard the second ending being lower. First ending is higher. E, D, D. Second ending is D, C, C. D, C, C. It's lower. So here's the whole song. It starts on E. Same thing twice, same melody twice, but now we're dealing with different endings to the same melody. Last one, Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle, you will need both hands, so remember that was C, D, E, F, G on your right hand, B, so backwards, B, A, G, F, E on your left hand. So So it could be any variation of that. Okay? Here's Yankee Doodle. So it meanders up and down a lot, right? What's the first note? Is it the same as our other songs? Is it E again, or is it different? Say it out loud. What is it? Write it down. I'm going to play it one more time, a little bit slower. Okay, the first note you should have heard was different than other notes, than our other songs. We started on E for all of them. Da, 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 da. This time, we started on C. Yankee Doodle. So we start on C. Here's the whole song. I am going to use my left hand. You should have figured out where, if you figured it out all the way, if you didn't need any help, congratulations. I'm very, very proud of you. If you, if you have to look ahead and cheat, I'm still very, very proud of you for making it all the way here. Here's the whole song. Sorry, let me start one more time. Here's my left hand, B. So a little bit more of a challenge there, right? We're not just dealing with 5 notes, we extended it down to include another 5. We only used 3 out of that 5. I hope that this was helpful for you to kind of engage your ear, see where your awareness is. Remember that it's not so much how much are you doing right, how much are you doing correct, and how many wrong notes did you avoid. It's growing in awareness. It is about being able to open up your ear, see how much you have developed, how much you have, or how much you get to still develop and grow through our lessons and through doing exercises like these. This is going to open up your ears and it's going to open up your hands so much. Remember, the more that you get your hands on the instrument, the more capabilities you have and ability to improve. So do these as many times as you need. If you get curious and want more songs, reach out to me. I will let you know other songs. I can record them, or I can tell you, hey, try to do some of these. If you hear songs on the radio or on Spotify, on iTunes, on YouTube, you're like, hey, I want to figure this out, don't shy away from it. Do the same exercise and approach that we did here. Find the first note, listen to the whole thing. Remember that YouTube has a slow down function, so you can slow it down and listen to it slower. Find the first note, try to do a small excerpt of it, and I bet you'll surprise yourself and you can do it. Okay, I'll see you in class.